it up, men, but it's time to change the subject for just about 60 seconds.
Hey, guess what? I got something super special for you today, because today in the Rat Hole, we are live.
The number you have dialed has been changed. The new number is...
Hello and welcome to the Rat Hole. We are live. Thank you guys for joining me. I've got an extra special show for you today. We're interviewing some designers and organizers for 2Play, a prototyping event coming up at the end of the month in Edmonton, Alberta. It's going to be great. I spent most of that time figuring out if you're watching this on Facebook, yay, say something. Tell me it's working, because I'm getting error messages galore on this side. If you're watching on YouTube, just say hello. We can see your comments. We can, if you have questions for my guests, please, by all means, ask them. We can address those right here on the air live with you. I also want to do a quick shout out to geekorama.net. We're broadcasting on their channel on Facebook. Again, if it's working. It seems to only be a problem on my page, of course. But without, let's just get on with this quickly. Let's get right to the meat and bones of this fabulous event. So I'm going to bring in Kitty Kye, the organizer, first.
Hello.
Hey, Kitty. How you doing?
Doing great. Thanks for having us.
Hey, you're very, very welcome. We've got not just you, we've also got a couple of great designers in the house, starting with Colin McIntyre. Hey, Colin.
Hello. Hey, good to see you all. Happy to be on the show.
Thank you. Glad to have you. And Randy Demare. Did I get that right?
That's close enough. Thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining me. So let's start out with the basics here. Kitty, what is 2Play? What is this event?
Yeah, for sure. 2Play is a unique opportunity for board game designers. It allows them to test play their prototype in the general public. This allows them to progress their board games and work towards getting it finalized. It's great for the designers because they get valuable input that they regularly wouldn't get, and it's great for the public because they get to play board games that have never been played before and be a part of something really cool. So yeah.
Excellent. And why host this? Why now? What brought this into your head?
Well, for a long time, it's been kind of a goal of my own to make a game. And in that process, I just kind of have been working on a few, figuring them out, seeing where I can get them. And I was bringing one to drop at night, and it really started to progress it. Between that and running my fun gamer get-together events, I really found a community of board game designers. And so I just started making new contacts, and I also made new contacts with the nonprofit organizations like Let's Pop, whose general mission is to just bring people together. So those things kind of collided, and I was like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we got all of those people in one room and brought the general public to come be a part of just playing people's prototypes and, venturing those games into the industry.
Okay. And so that's when is that? The end of the month. It's January 31st?
Yeah. Yes, January 31st.
And is there a
from
cost to it?
12:30 to 9 p.m.
12:30 9 p.m. Is there a cost to it?
No, it's absolutely free.
Free is good. We like free.
Yeah.
Everybody likes free, right? If you like
Yeah,
free, in the comments.
we worked really hard to make sure that we could make it a free event because we just want to build a community. We're not trying to make a profit here.
Right. And the goal is get it out to the people and of course design some really good games.
Yeah.
So with that said, we have a couple of designers down below here, Randy and Colin. You guys are going to be at 2Play with your games. Let's start with you, Colin. Colin, tell us a little bit about your game that you're bringing with us.
Yeah, happy to do it. So Titan Tactica is a 2-player fantasy war game, and it kind of stems from my childhood. I moved back to Canada in 2020. My family and I lived overseas for a long time. And when I came back to Canada, I don't know, I just fell back in love with board games from when I was, teenager and stuff like that. And one game I used to play with a friend, a neighbor, was called Titan. And if anybody is into vintage, like 70s and 80s games, that was one of the biggest fantasy war games back then. And I reacquired it. This is like the third time that I've reacquired that game, trying to find it on eBay for a good price and stuff. And something in me said, I should try to update this game. So that's basically what I've done. I've updated it now to a more modern kind of play style, still keeping a lot of the same characters. And I tried my best. I practiced a lot, replicate the art, not copy it because that's, copyright protection stuff. But I really loved the art so much in the original game, the silhouette black, kind of like monochrome kind of art. Not monochrome, but very limited color palette that the guy used. It's beautiful. If you look it up now, you can see. The artist, I wanted to pay like an homage to him. And so I worked hard to recreate his characters in a different kind of way and even expand the game. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell. Looking forward to play test it now and get it kind of perfected. And hopefully people really love playing it as much as I did when I was a kid.
And is that kind of how you got into gaming, is just through your childhood and playing games like Titan?
Yeah, especially with that neighbor, it was Axis and Allies and Titan like almost all the time, and Risk every now and then. But those were the two that I really loved and still love today. But now I branched out with the kind of golden age of gaming that we're in now, with all the crowdfunding and stuff. Like there's no end, and I sink my teeth into as many as I can, and pitch the ones that doesn't suit me and really narrow in on the ones that I like. Unlike a lot of people, I really do still like the take that competitive kind of war kind of, conflict and stuff. I'm not a sore loser or anything like that. So I can kind of take it, no problem. And I'm so happy I have a built-in play tester here at home. My son, he's 10 now, but since he was 7, he's been with me on this journey. And we developed a company, Creatio Games. We make board games accessories like premium tokens and play mats and stuff for existing games. But of course, on the side, our main hobby is developing new board games for people to play. So yeah,
that's awesome. Love to hear. I love hearing these stories. It's always interesting to hear how people kind of came to the hobby and what caused that love to happen.
Absolutely, yeah.
Randy, what game are you bringing to play? Are you bringing?
We are bringing Blockade, a brand new game that got its start last October, and it is a 4-player game. It's built for 4, but 2 people can play it, and 10 people can play it. 12 people can play it. We played with 8 before, so it's very flexible in that how it's designed and how it works. It is a dice game as well on a board, and you're moving pieces up towards the border, and you have tower squares, and it uses poker chips as the main pieces to it. It's just a really, really good game, and it came from another game I played called Poker Dice from Michaud Toys. I played that game, and then I decided that this game is really, really good, but I wanted to put a twist on it, and I wanted a game in that kind of genre where it crossed all the borders. It crossed different age groups, different abilities, and this game fit into that mold just perfectly. And ever since we started building this game, the feedback from all our test groups has just been phenomenal. Watching people play it and knowing that we are on the right track with this particular game, it's just outstanding.
That's great. And you have a couple of other games that are already out, right?
Yeah, Warlords was our first game that we came up with and that we launched this time a couple years ago. Behind the scenes, we were working on a game called Shootout. Shout out to Shootout. Is one of our sports series games. We have 4 prototypes in the sports games behind the scenes right now, but Shootout's the one we wanted to run with first because, well, we're Canadian and it's hockey, so we thought it would give us a big bump in our sports series games.
Nice. So what's your background in gaming? How did you come to this world?
Yeah, I think like most people, you just love playing games. When we were kids, my brother and my sister, we'd be in the back of the van while my mom and dad were towing us all over the summer and to all these places around Alberta and BC. And what are you doing? You're playing Crazy Eights, you're playing Speed, you're playing Monopoly, whatever you can get your hands on. And all the time watching my parents play crib and understanding what that game was all about. But from you're just playing games, and playing cards is deep in our DNA. If you're a Demarais, you're playing cards and you know how to play. And from there, that's where Warlords was born. Was my brother and I just on a family vacation with our entire family playing cards, and we were playing war, killing some time. And then that kind of spawned this project. And from there, it just became something that I thought I was pretty creative at, and started playing more games and saying, well, what if we change this? What if we change this? So since then, I mean, there's not a game that's safe around me and my creative partner. We will change everything. We'll look at a game and we'll instantly see opportunity. And even ping pong, not the way we play it. It's totally different. So it's things like that. We get our hands on a game, and you just give us even a little bit of a head start on a game, and we'll come up with something. Should be in whether it's instantly or it'll take us a while to figure it out and make it great.
Nice. And Kitty, I didn't ask you, how did you kind of come into the gaming verse?
Me, I'm a super creative individual, so I'm always wanting to make things, anything I can get my hand on. And then I kind of grew up playing video games, and then eventually grew into board games. And I still play board games with my family, but now I play drop-in board games. I work on my own board games. I go to whatever events I can find with board games. It's just kind of, again, a collision of worlds where I get to create and I get to play board games.
Nice. So tell me a little, what are some of your expectations? What are your hopes, I guess, coming out of 2Play?
I have had it play tested at different venues around. Last year, was it 2 years ago? 2Play had an event, and
it was last March.
Last March, yeah, which was great. And then at GobFest and Game-A-Lot and a few other conventions here in Edmonton that I've had people had a chance to play it. And because of the feedback that I've got, I think it's got something to it, So I just want to kind of put the final touches on the game. And I'm not so expert in the business side of it. Mostly when I make games for fun and just to have fun. And if something happens, then it happens. And that's how my business has grown, just through word of mouth and people loving the premium components that I make. So I figure developing games, it ought to be the same kind of marketing strategy. I'm just hopeless when it comes to, not hopeless, but not a real business-minded guy. Like Kitty, I'm more creative, and I figure people see that, like they see how genuinely you feel about something, and that passion is almost like a natural, organic style of marketing, anyway, right? So, especially in this age of artificial AI and everything like that, like people really want to see the real deal, So, my hope is in 2Play that the right kind of people will be able to catch on and play my game. And especially if I'm really out to lunch on some things, give me some brutal feedback, like that.
That's what you need, right? You need to have those new people who have less of a connection to you, so you can get that sort of brutal feedback and make things better.
Yeah, you have to have a thick skin in this industry, right? You can't take everything so hard.
Yeah, I had my game at 2Play last year, and I did not get any bad feedback. I was like, okay, that's great. You guys enjoy it, but I needed the dirt.
Yeah, Canadians are a funny bunch for that, I feel, Maybe some other cultures would be better, like the British or something. I don't know.
I think if this event continues on and maybe hopefully grows, that you as you grow that community, like Kitty was saying, you have the opportunity to get play testers that have play tested before and realize they're not just there to blow smoke up your rear there. That you actually want that real feedback and everything.
Yeah, and that's part of the challenge, right? Like, we want to welcome everybody, and unfortunately, it's not really a family kind of event. Like, we welcome families, but it's kind of like a situation where you do need to be able to know how to play board games. You need to understand general concepts. You don't have to be an expert by any means, because that's our job, to take you through the game. But yeah, I would definitely say finding an audience that has some experience helps for sure.
For sure. Randy, is there any specific goals that you're hoping to come out of this with?
Yeah, it's the exposure in the community. We are new to this in terms of being in business to build our brand. So when we can connect to someone local in the community and branch out from there, that's what we're after. We're after exposure, but we hope to really make some connections. And the only reason that I came to be on your show was because of our ability to make those connections. And we first met Benoit at GameCon, and he's been such an ambassador for us because he liked Warlords, and I think he enjoyed our company, and we've connected, and he's been kind of a proponent of connecting us with other people, and that's why I get to meet you fine people.
Yeah. And I know we were talking about some events. I just don't want to forget this. Before we went live, we were talking about a couple of events. Colin mentioned Game a Lot. Definitely check that one out.
And Gobfest, yeah.
And Gobfest, of course, yeah. Game a Lot is. I was supposed to be there this year, and I had to pull out. I was having some health issues, so I had to.
Yeah. I highly recommend Game a Lot because it's run by the Veterans Society, if I'm not mistaken.
It fundraises for the Veterans Food Bank.
Yeah, fundraisers for them, and the atmosphere is so chill. It's so fun. I love that atmosphere. Yeah,
and they have like I said, designers like yourself here as well. So it's a great opportunity for designers to come out and show off their stuff and just to play games, which is again why we do this. We like playing games.
Yes,
absolutely. Yeah.
You know what? We'll keep this as a short and sweet. We got what? So let's one more time. One more time for the latecomers, Kitty? Where can we find out more about?
For sure.
2Play?
So if you guys visit www.meetups.fanexpohq.com, or do the lazy method and just Google fan meetups. You'll need to find the Edmonton event page, and then you'll see the Gamer Get Together logo, and all of the to play event details will be there. Again, it's completely free. And yeah, all the details will be there, but it's January 31st from 12:30 to 9 p.m.
Excellent. And is there anything else you want to promote while we're here, Kitty? You got your own pages, anything like that?
Not so much own pages, but to play is just one of the many gamer get together things that I've run. We've done so many fun things for my gamer get togethers. We've gone to foam fighters and shot each other with Nerf guns. We also had vendors there selling stuff. We have played video games, board games. We've had picnics, like anything that has a nerdy twist. And we're just living my social life through a social group pretty much. It's like, I used to do it once a month, but now that I'm getting bigger things like to play, it's whenever I'm able. But once to play is kind of done and out of the way, then I'm sure that I will have more gamer get-togethers again. And it's always on the meetups.fanexpohq.com. And you just look for the gamer get-together. And those are always free too. Like, it's about building a community, not making anything.
Exactly. Love it. Colin, where can we find you and your stuff?
My shop is www.creatio.games. Creatio is CREATIO.games. And for Titan Tactica, I have like a forwarded link directly to the Board Game Geek page for it. It's still kind of under construction, but I got some stuff there. And that is just www.titantacta.ca. So Titan Tactica, but it's the .ca at the end, like that.
Excellent. And Randy, where can we find you and your games?
Our website is shopredgames.com. And there you'll see Warlords, you'll see Shootout, you'll see Blockade going to be released in June of this year. And we've got images of some of the other prototypes we're working on as well. So.
Excellent. No, I want to thank you guys for coming on here and telling us all about to play. Tell us about your games. Hopefully getting some people excited to come out and try them out and give you guys some great feedback on the 31st.
Yeah, I'd like to say, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, just excited, looking forward to it. It's a unique event, so we're really excited.
Yeah, I just wanted to take a moment to say a huge thanks to you, Dave, and you, the designers, and then also the organizations like Let's P.O.P, who is hosting the venue for us. Without all of you, this event would not be possible. And I appreciate you getting the word out, Dave.
Hey, anytime, and you guys have another, we'll do this again next year.
Yeah.
Same bat time, same bat channel. All right. Well, thank you guys very much. As for me, you can find me always here on the Rat Hole DOTCA. That's the rathole.ca, but YouTube does not like URLs in their URLs. You can also find me on Sundays on Spill the Geek T at Spill the Geek T1. Every the first Thursday of every month. Happiness Patrol, youtube.com/@happinesspatrol show. Every other Monday, youtube.com/@horses on film, where we talk about the top 100 Westerns of all time. And of course, Tuesdays on The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you, Colin, Randy, Kitty, for joining me and having such a great time. Reverend Amagon, hey, thanks for joining us. That's about it for today, I think. So again, thank you guys for your time, and until next time, good gaming and goodbye.